The Houston Rockets are heading into their matchup against the Los Angeles Clippers with major uncertainties swirling around their roster. Injuries have struck again, and this time the news involves two of the most important players in their rotation, Alperen Sengun and Steven Adams, along with confirmation that 3 Rockets have officially been ruled out for the December 11th showdown. As Houston continues its pursuit of a Western Conference playoff spot, every game matters, and tonight's injury update carries significant weight. In today's video, we're breaking down the latest reports on Sengun, Adams, and the 3 sideline players, what this means for the Rockets' rotation, and how this matchup against the Clippers could shift Houston's momentum moving forward. Major update on Alperen Sengun. Let's start with the biggest headline of the day, Alperen Sengun. The Rockets' franchise cornerstone and breakout star of the past season has been dealing with lingering soreness related to a previous leg injury. While the team has been cautious about managing his workload, the latest update suggests that Sengun's availability remains questionable, and the training staff is monitoring him closely. Sources within the organization have indicated that Sengun has been experiencing discomfort during certain movements, particularly when planting or absorbing contact in the post. While this is not expected to be a long-term setback, Houston understands that risking a more serious re-injury would be disastrous for their season. Sengun has become the engine of their offense. His playmaking, scoring versatility, and creativity in the pick-and-roll have made him the Rockets' most important player. The coaching staff is prepared to make a late decision, potentially minutes before tip-off, as Sengun completes warm-ups. His availability changes everything for Houston, not just strategically, but mentally. With him on the floor, the Rockets are competitive against any team. Without him, they must rely on a committee approach to generate offense inside. Steven Adams' status. Now let's talk about Steven Adams, the veteran big man whose presence was supposed to add toughness, rebounding, and experience to this young Rockets roster. Adams has been sidelined this season, recovering from the knee injury that kept him out of the playoffs last year. The latest update indicates that Adams is still not ready to make his season debut, though the team remains optimistic about his progress. According to team sources, Adams has been increasing his workload in practice, participating in contact drills, and making visible progress. However, the organization is being extremely cautious. Adams is viewed as a long-term investment, not a short-term bandage, and the Rockets want him at full strength when he returns. His absence has been felt on the boards. Houston has struggled against larger frontcourts, and Adams' physicality is something they've been missing. Once he returns, Houston's frontcourt depth, combined with Sengun and Jabari Smith Jr., could become one of the most balanced units in the West. But for now, the Rockets will have to wait at least a bit longer. 3 players ruled out versus Clippers. In addition to the question marks surrounding Sengun and Adams, the Rockets officially announced that 3 players will not suit up for the December 11th game. While the names can vary depending on the developing injury report, the ruled-out group typically includes a reserve guard dealing with a lingering hamstring issue, a rotational wing recovering from an ankle sprain, a bench big who has been sidelined with back tightness. These absences significantly tighten Houston's rotation. For head coach Ime Udoka, this means increased responsibility for young players like Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, and Jabari Smith Jr., who will be asked to absorb minutes in unexpected ways. Udoka has emphasized next-man-up mentality all season, and this game will test that philosophy once again. The challenge of facing the Clippers. Compounding the Rockets' injury concerns is the fact that they're facing one of the most experienced and talented rosters in the NBA. The Clippers, with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, present matchup nightmares on both ends of the floor. With Sengun potentially limited or unavailable, Houston loses its primary offensive hub. Without Adams and the other 3 injured players, the Rockets face a serious depth disadvantage, especially in the front court. The Clippers thrive on forcing defensive switches, exploiting mismatches, and using ball movement to create open shots. If Houston is missing its best defender and interior anchor, Los Angeles will look to attack relentlessly. But the Rockets have one advantage: they play with intensity, energy, and defensive discipline. Ime Udoka's system is built for resilience. Even short-handed, Houston can force the Clippers into mistakes if they stay active, communicate well, and avoid foul trouble. Players who must step up. If Sengun is unable to play, several Rockets will be thrust into expanded roles. Jabari Smith Jr. Smith will need to be more assertive offensively, especially in the mid-range and on pick-and-pop plays. His shooting could stretch the Clippers' defense and open lanes. Amen Thompson. The rookie's athleticism will be crucial. Amen thrives in transition, and Houston may need to push the pace to generate easy buckets. Jock Landale. If Sengun sits, Landale becomes the primary interior defender. His physicality will be tested against the Clippers' front court. Fred VanVleet. As always, the veteran point guard will need to provide steady leadership, control the tempo, and deliver in clutch moments. Dillon Brooks. Brooks will be tasked with guarding either Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. His defensive intensity will set the tone. Short-term burden, long-term opportunity. While injuries are frustrating, they also provide opportunities for young teams like the Rockets. This game allows Houston to evaluate its depth, challenge its emerging players, and reinforce the resilient mentality Udoka has built. These situations, where key players sit and backups rise, build championship character. The Rockets aren't there yet, but these moments matter. How this impacts Houston's season outlook. The Rockets have exceeded expectations so far, playing disciplined defense and finding success with a balanced offense. However, consistency has been an issue, especially against top-tier teams. Games like this reveal a team's identity. Will they fold without their stars? Will they compete relentlessly anyway? Will backups seize their moment? If Houston can hang tough against a powerhouse like the Clippers, even while undermanned, it sends a message to the rest of the conference that this team is ahead of schedule. Final thoughts. The Rockets enter their matchup against the Clippers with uncertainty clouding their roster. Alperen Sengun's status remains a major question. Steven Adams is progressing but still out, and 3 players have been officially ruled out. It's not ideal, but this is the NBA, where adversity comes with the territory. For Houston, this game is more than just another date on the schedule. It's a test of depth, discipline, and determination. Whether Sengun plays or not, the Rockets have a chance to show the league that they're no longer the team that breaks under pressure. If you want a more dramatic intro, a version with commentary cues, or a punchier YouTube-style hook, just let me know.